dad takes his young son to work at the railway yard. He wants his son to see what he does all day, and he shows him the signal booth, and then he shows him the great switching lever that's going to switch the train track from the main line to the siding. And he says, son, look down there in the pit and the great cogs turning as I pull the lever across. But as he shows him this, there's the whistle of the passenger express coming down the mountain. And he looks up and there it is, this great thundering train, and he says to himself, well, I better put the lever back so the express can get past safely. But as he turns back, to his horror, his son has fallen into the pit with the cogs beyond reach. And he looked backwards and forwards, caught. If he pushes the lever, his son will be crushed. If he doesn't, the passenger express will hurtle into the siding and smash all those passengers to smithereens. And so with tears in his eyes, he grabs hold of the lever and doesn't work, does it? That's not the cross. The cross is not God caught in a bind. The cross is not Jesus unwillingly offered. The cross is something else, isn't it? Something so much more glorious. Not a moral monstrosity, but the incredible moral moment as God himself takes our sin willingly. The plan of God in salvation, Father, Son and Spirit, one God, united in salvation. Now, here's the story of the cross. It's very simple. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life. There's Jehovah Jireh. There's God providing himself what we can't provide. And if that's right, Romans 8 reasons that God can provide in every area of life. Here's Romans 8. He who did not spare his own Son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? You see the reasoning of faith there. When you're struggling up the hill of what seems like a great sacrifice, you remember Abraham, you remember Jehovah Jireh, and you say, on the mountain of the Lord, it will be provided. God has provided for me, he will provide. He's given me a son, his son. I'm not losing out here. When it feels like you're climbing the mountain of honesty, the mountain of purity, you say, this sacrifice is just too much. You remember Jehovah Jireh. You remember that Jesus died on this mountain I'm climbing. I can trust him to provide for me in this.